Hello and welcome to tonight's show.
The definition of contract is a written or spoken agreement, especially one concerning employment, sale, or tenancies that is intended to be enforced by law. So what you have here is Kanye West, aka Ye, was under contracts. Kyrie Irving, the Brooklyn Nets superstar basketball player, was under a contract and is under a contract. So what people fail to realize is when these superstars and entertainers are under contract, there are rules, regulations, and guidelines that these entertainers and sports figures cannot cross. So let's get into this topic on The Shit Show.
Further into that a little bit later, but for the main point is, so I took it over to Dove Charney at LA Apparel, and he founded Los Angeles Apparel. So then we made the White Lives Matter tees, and then when I put up the tweet, the DEF CON tweet, now he ain't releasing the tee because he's Jewish. And I'm like, see, this is my exact point that I'm making. Like, Jewish people have owned the black voice, whether it's through us wearing a Ralph Lauren shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or having a Jewish manager, or being signed to a Jewish basketball team, or doing a movie on a Jewish platform like Disney. And we understand, it's like, I respect what the Jewish people have done and how they brought their people together. You know, they came into money through the lawyers when after Wall Street, when all of the like the Catholics, they wouldn't divorce people. Right. So the Jewish lawyers came and they were willing to divorce people. That's when they first came into their money. So like, say with me and Jay, with our culture, with the darker Jews. First of all, because you got to.
It just happens when anybody starts talking deep.
Okay. Yeah. With the darker Jews, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who we are, because we Jewish also. We from Africa also. We the blood of Christ. So we're not just black. We are Jew, just like the Jewish people. And now we're coming into money. But the main thing is, I got to drink the Douce over the Hennessy as the first step to us coming together, like how the Jewish people came together. But we couldn't even talk about, I remember Ben Horowitz called me after 444 and said, I don't know about Jay giving up Jewish business secrets. And these secrets.
We was talking about building up the properties and stuff like that on 444.
These secrets they not finna be a secret no more. Like if somebody tells me something, it's like, yo, I want to tell you this, but it's a secret. I'm like, I'm not your personal hard drive. Like if you want to be a secret, don't tell me. I'm not here to keep nobody's secrets, because it's only the truth that's gonna set us free. And what they do is, the Jewish community, especially in the music industry, they'll take, in the entertainment period, they'll take one of us, the brightest of us, right, that can really feed a whole village, and they'll take us and milk us till we die, and then Stevie Wonder's son got to get a job, right? But Cameron Azoff got a job at Apple. He's already set up because of the way Azoff is connected, and we have to make our own connections. That's what I saw. What I loved about it, I love Dove just as a human being.
And this is the guy from Adidas?
Dove is from American Apparel.
Okay.
But I'm talking about put out my White Lives Matter tee. The White Lives Matter tee don't say nothing. It don't say DEF CON or nothing on it, right? I'm like, put it out. And he's telling me like, yo, I want you to visit the Holocaust Museum. And I was like, yo, I want you to visit Planned Parenthood. That's our Holocaust Museum. I'm like, yo, I put my life on this at this point. Because they've been fucking with me too long. They put the crazy narrative out there. My Jewish trainer, Harley Pasternak, who's Lizzo's trainer, put it out when I went to the hospital, put it in the press. I got a bunch of friends that went to the hospital. It didn't go to the press. They did that just like they did in the documentary on the 3rd episode to say, we love Ye like the rest of y'all. We know he a genius like the rest of y'all, but sometimes you gotta turn the camera off on him. So they'll go and get a dude that's supposed to be my friend that's been taping me the whole time and buy this nigga out for $30 million.
I thought you co-signed that.
I ain't co-signing, but you get used to that. Paparazzi taking a picture of you, you ain't getting no money off it. Right. You just get used to getting screwed by the Jewish media. And I'm saying, y'all done poked the bear too fucking long. When I wore the White Lives Matter tee, I had 4 SoFi Stadium shows. They canceled my shows. I said it's up. And let me tell you one thing, it's like if a black man is caught with something in the car or something, everybody in the car gonna go to jail with him, right? But if a black man can play basketball or rap, only he gets the record deal. So meaning like if one black man does something bad, all the other blacks get caught with him. If one black man does something good, nobody else gets nothing with him. It's a reverse for the Jewish people, right? If a Jewish person could repeatedly fucks me on a deal, it's just them. It's just the businessman. It's not the people. It's not nobody else. But if a Jewish person does good, all of their people eat with them. That's one of the flips. I gotta tell you something. Where is a black guy that has a Jewish person signed to him? Point it out. Tell me that. Where is a black person that's signed to a Jewish person? All of them. Basically 90% of them. So what I'm saying is, y'all done poked the bear too many times. Y'all should have learned with Drake. Y'all should have learned with Puff. Y'all should have learned with Hove. Y'all dealing with a different kind of animal here. You know, everybody wants to say I'm 730. Well, I'm gonna use that to my advantage. I told y'all I was the leader. I told y'all I'm gonna free my people in the name of God, and I will put my life at risk, because if I wasn't in a glass prison, just like Larry Hoover's in a real prison, then I would have had to say so when my kids go to school. I go into my kids' school, I see Hanukkah books, then I see Kwanzaa. Christmas is Christ's Mass. Where's Jesus in the school where all the celebrities are paying for their kids to go?
Cell? I'm sorry. What did you
hey, I'm talking about.
Right.
But ain't nobody listening to me type shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm in like a glass box of like celebrity with a bunch of handlers around me and shit, and people colluding behind my back and being like, is he ramped up? What we gonna say now? What I told y'all, because I talked to Larry Jackson last night and he was like, yo.
From iTunes.
Yeah, but now he's got his own deal. He started telling me how Clive Davis changed his life. And I talked to him for 6 minutes. He said, well, usually we talk back and forth. I said, Larry, this is my life though. I'm letting you know so you can let everybody know what it is. What it is at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of y'all no more. And we don't have to be afraid. I understand that they got us so paid off every which way, they cutting down. And my whole point just off the tweet, the fact that, what does that even mean, what I said? And the fact that I got taken off proves my point. Jamie Lee Curtis went on TV and said, I hope they take his children away from him.
Wow.
I hope they take his children away from him. Everybody they put out, Triple X, Tupac, that's what Larry was saying. My response was, well, I guess I'm next then.
What's up, everybody? This is your host with the most, Bane Allen. And I just want to tell everybody, hi, how are you doing today? How are you feeling today? I want people to be aware that stress is a big, big deal in the black community. Depression is also a very big, big deal in the black community. Trust me and believe me, when I tell you this, because myself, has been one of those people that has dealt with stress and depression, anxiety, and anything possible you can think that goes on in this world. With that said, we have been conditioned in our lives to be up under a spell. Not spell like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but a spell. And they tell you to spell a word, meaning that word that you spell in a certain way can present itself to be spoken into existence. Let me explain. If I am an entertainer, such as a rapper, and I am promoting you to kill, 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 I am speaking a spell into the universe to be equalized into the world and into the planet for someone to pick up and receive my frequency of the spell that I am creating. I put a beat behind it. I put a hard beat behind it because I got to get the vibration inside of my listeners and my followers to let them understand, and understand how I feel. So if I'm telling you kill, 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 and the minute something pops off, what are you going to do? You're going to remember to kill, because the spell has been presented and it has been infiltrated into your mind. Kill a nigga. Kill that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Kill that bitch. Fuck that bitch. I hate that bitch. I'ma kill this bitch. Spells. Whatever you put in the universe is going to come into tuition through someone or somebody, somehow, in some way. So we addressed this situation with Mr. Kanye West when he was on the Drink Champs about a week or so, when he was talking about how the powers that be are able to pay these young black men X amount of dollars to go out there and promote destruction, to promote drug use, to promote violence, to promote disrespect of the black man and the black woman. These things are promoted. So when you have a brother like Kanye West speaking out finally on the problem that he also helped create, but now since he feels he has a lot of money and he couldn't be touched, he went on a rant of disrespecting the people that sign his checks, the people that he does business with, and the people that he is doing business with, and the people that he is speaking about. Those people have contracts with Kanye West. So in order for Kanye West to get out of his situation, Kanye West strategically did what he did, said what he said to break those contracts. And where a lot of black people misunderstand the situation of what's going on is they're looking at the money perspective of everything. Sure, we need money to live because that's how the system was created for us to survive. In the trade days, they substituted trade of goods and they started using idolized paper, idolized coins as money to use to buy goods. So the more of this stuff that you have, the more of this stuff you can use to get the things that you want. So they have made a piece of paper which was created by the earth, which is a tree that was created by God, is used for greed, is used for evilness, is used for destruction, is used to build weapons, is used to pay people to harm other people. This is what we using this money for. This is what we idolizing this money for. So he didn't care about the money. He didn't care about losing millions and millions of dollars. He finally realized that he had to say something. And I don't know if it's because he's hurt, because he got divorced from his wife. I don't know if he's hurt because he can't be there with his children like he want to be. That could be part of the problem. That could have broke the straw on the camel's back. Because hurt makes you do a lot of things. Hurt makes you be very honest, very vulgar, very disrespectful, very angry. And you have all those different emotions all in one, just balled up together when you hurt. But he spoke some truths on the Drink Champs interview. He spoke a lot of mistruths also. And like I tell people, you cannot be a fan of any man. No man is greater than God. No human being on this earth is greater than the Creator. That's why I don't idolize any man. I don't idolize any woman. Because there's no need to. I don't need to be the richest man in the world. I'm already rich within myself. Everybody has to have these materialistic things. I want a house. I want a Louis Vuitton bag. I want this Mercedes. I want this. I want that. I want this and this and this and this and that. But what is the true meaning of wanting those things? Do those things make you happy? Do those things make you as a whole? Or do those things push you to go out there and do things and say things that you don't want to do to get them? It's the same thing as a person that's working a 9 to 5. They don't want to get up every day. They don't want to go to work every day, but they know they have to. Because if they don't follow the rules, they won't have a place to stay. If they don't follow the rules, they won't have a car to drive. And this all goes with a contract. Like I said before in my other videos, it's the same thing as far as Kanye West or even Kyrie Irving. And let me get to him in a minute. It's the same exact thing. When you sign a contract, you are under control, you are obligated to fulfill that contract. If you do not fulfill that contract as a civilian that signed the birth certificate by your parents, and you do not fulfill that contract, you will be punished. You will be probably put in prison, or some way, somehow, you will be put to death, or you will be homeless, and you will be demoralized if you don't follow the contract, if you don't abide to the contract, if you don't follow the contract's rules and regulations and the laws that are created every day that a lot of us do not pay attention to. And they wonder, well, why does this happen? Why did that happen? How come this happened? Because you guys didn't read the fine print on the contract. And if you look at the contract, which is a birth certificate, it will tell you it is under the Department of Treasury. So that means when you're at a certain age, get your ass out there and go get my money, because we need to tax that money. So you can go out there and slave on your job, but federal needs their cut. You go out there on that job, work your ass off. The state, they need their cut too. FICA need their cut. Social Security, they need their cut. Health insurance, they need their cut. These are all mandated laws that are required for us to pay. And if we don't pay those, we can get fined. They can send it to the IRS, and they can add interest on your money. That's your money, the money that you worked for. But they can take your money whenever they want to, how they want to, whenever they feel like they can take your money, and there's nothing you can do about it. Why? Because you're under a contract. So let me get into Mr. Kyrie Irving, the superstar basketball player for the not New Jersey, Brooklyn Nets. Very talented entertainer. Very good basketball player. So he's being crucified for posting a tweet which the Jewish community, which are not copper color skin, but pale skin, had an issue with the tweet that he posted from Amazon.
Hindsight, are you sorry for the hurt that your posts caused people?
I'll take my responsibility for posting that. Some things that were questionable in there, untrue. Like I said, and the first time you guys asked me when I was sitting on that stage, I don't believe everything that everybody posts. It's a documentary. So, taking my responsibility.
It seems like Adam Silver wanted to hear the word "I apologize," or in your mind, you said, "I didn't mean to cause any harm." Were you apologizing, or did you not apologize?
I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
What are the specific things in the documentary that you don't believe are true and that you don't believe represent your cause?
I think some of the criticism of the Jewish faith in the community, for sure. Some points made in there that were unfortunate.
Kyrie, are you surprised that you did hurt people?
Surprised that I did hurt people?
Are you surprised that reaction and some of the things that you did hurt people?
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America? where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to come from and why I'm proud to stand here and why when I repeat myself that I'm not going to stand down, it has nothing to do with dismissing any other race or group of people. I'm just proud of my heritage and what we've been through. And the fact that this has pinned me against the Jewish community. And I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create. And it was something I shared. And I'm telling everybody I'm taking responsibility. Then that's where I sit. So, you know, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as being a melanated, pigmented person all around the world and dealing with racial biases against my skin color, demeaning me because of my religious beliefs, and I'm still sitting in the seat standing. So I take my full responsibility. Again, I'll repeat it, for posting something on my Instagram or Twitter that may have had some unfortunate falsehoods in it. But I also am a human being that's 30 years old, and I've been growing up in a country that's told me that I wasn't worth anything, and I came from a slave class, and I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated every day. So I'm not here to compare anyone's atrocities or tragic events that their families have dealt with generations of time. I'm just here to continue to expose things that our world continues to put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light. That's what I'm here to do. You guys ask me questions about basketball, I give you my expert opinion. You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion, and it's met with whatever you believe the perception or the deception is. You guys investigate my life every day, and you justify it by serving your own purpose, which I honor. I would like the same respect in return, figuring out just like anyone else. So please keep that same energy when we're talking about anti-other things, because just because I post a documentary doesn't mean I'm anti-Semitic, and doesn't mean that I'm automatically standing with everyone that is believing in it. So it's unfortunate timing that we're in, but I'm glad that I could stand on the truth, because I'm not afraid of these mics, these cameras. I used to be, looking everyone in the eye and telling them the truth, that I'm proud of who I am. Any label that you put on me, I'm able to dismiss because I study. I know the Oxford Dictionary, you look it up, right? Just one of the biggest mistakes I had in being a kid was not knowing European or Western language until I started looking it up and understanding the definitions and why they say, if you want to trick a black person, put it in the book. I was wondering my whole life why they said that. Now I'm 30 years old and I know reading is a superpower because it helps me understand where I'm going and where I come from. Like a tree with roots.
Kyrie, the documentary listed among falsehoods, it said the Holocaust didn't happen. Do you believe the Holocaust
those falsehoods
happened?
are unfortunate. And it's not that I don't believe in the Holocaust. I never said that. Never, ever have said it. It's not come out of my mouth. I never tweeted it. I never liked anything like it. So the Holocaust in itself is an event that means something to a large group of people that suffered something that could have been avoided. No one said we had to practice racism. No one said we had to treat each other like garbage. No one said that I had to stand here today and understand that many people that come from generations 60 years ago, 40 years ago, enslaved some of my ancestors still, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and it's still going on. And you guys are asking me, respectfully, to speak on something that was a documentary that I had nothing to do with. I didn't make it. So just please keep that same energy when you guys are addressing me.
Kyrie, for the record, do you have any anti-Semitic beliefs?
Again, I'm gonna repeat. I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over and over again. But this is not gonna turn into a spin around cycle of questions upon questions. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit.
I think what people want to hear, though, is just a yes or no on that question. Yes or no.
I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
What does that mean?
I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
Kyrie, did you personally meet with the ADL?
I was informed that they wanted to have a meeting, and we handled it.
The Jewish community took it as offense, and they did not like it. And they wanted him to apologize. Now, understand, he didn't say no words. He didn't give his opinion. He didn't state that anything that he posted on that documentary was facts. Okay? So everybody in the media, even Donald, whatever it is, whatever the hell his name is, Adam Silver, the Brooklyn Nets owner. See, I used to follow sports a lot, but I don't follow that shit too much no more. I may watch it every once in a blue moon. I'm not a die-hard basketball fan. I'm not a die-hard football fan like most people are. You know what I'm saying? When I was a little kid, yeah. But as I got older and I started seeing the politics, I kind of like, okay, yeah, maybe. Sometimes I'll watch, sometimes I won't watch. But majority of the time I don't watch it, to be honest. But back to the task at hand. They're crucifying this man for a tweet. They got this man on an interview after interview after interview for a tweet. And he completely explained everything that was going on from the tweet of why he posted the tweet. And like he said, it wasn't to hurt anybody. It was not meant to offend anyone. But they took it as, yeah, you did, boy. And we gonna put you in your place, boy. Because we the ones that cut your check, boy. We the ones that gave you this platform to speak, boy. And you know why they crucifying him right now? And you know why they're treating him like that now? Not because of what he said or what he posted. It's because he is under contract. Okay? The man is under a contract through the National Basketball Association. Okay? So while we're talking about where he's suspended for these X amount of games, and they wanted him to give $500,000 to the ADL, but from what I'm hearing, that they refused it, which is fine. But nobody knows the stipulations of Kyrie Irving's contract. Okay? Maybe he did post it on purpose. We don't know. He didn't have to post it on his Twitter account, but he did. And for whatever reasons he did is what he did. Okay? So we got to look at both sides of the spectrum of what's going on. Is Kyrie happy with the Brooklyn Nets? Did Kyrie purposely put that tweet out to get that kind of backlash so the Nets can release him because he's not happy being there? So speaking of the contract, they can probably say, oh yeah, okay, well, he breached contract. We don't have to pay him this X amount of dollars. But I think the young man is at peace with himself to where I don't think money is even a value to him anymore. So he doesn't care about losing the money. Because anytime they tell you you have to go through these stipulations, boy, and do what we tell you to do, boy, What is he supposed to say? What is he supposed to do? You know? He has to play out his contract. Get your ass in there. Do these 6 stipulations that we want you to do. Shut your ass up and dribble that goddamn basketball and entertain our fans. Boy, that's what they want you to do. They don't want these NBA basketball players tweeting nothing. They don't want these NBA basketball players saying nothing. They are out there to be slaves, to entertain for massa, to entertain the fans, to make them multi-millionaires and make the massa a multi-billionaire. It goes the same way, all the way around, all around the board, all across the spectrum of life. Kanye West signed contracts. The boy didn't follow his stipulations and rules and regulations of his masters, and they tried to punish him for it. Same thing with Kyrie Irving. Okay? Now, with that said, I have to get on the people that criticize these men for the things that they did. I was very disappointed in Shaquille O'Neal. I wasn't very disappointed in Charles Barkley because I expected that from him. I very disappointed in whatever the guy's name that does the show with them. What's his name? Ernie or something like that, because I don't watch that show no more neither. I was disappointed in Stephen A. Smith, which I know what to expect from him. And I can understand where Kyrie Irving was coming from, because the words that he spoke was very, very deep. When he told them keep that same energy. Okay? So when we talk about anti-Semitism, anti-Semitic nonsense, let's go there then, okay? So why do we allow them to keep making these slave movies? Huh? Answer that question. Why do we keep allowing them to make those slave movies? Ain't those movies anti-Semitic? Huh? Are they or are they not? Okay? Django, 12 Years a Slave, Roots. And then there's one movie that just came out with the women soldiers. Okay? They were selling slaves to the European establishment, which the European establishment was bringing those slaves over to Turtle Island, aka United States of America. Ain't that anti-Semitic? But they own you. They control you. They tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Y'all not free. They got you in that spell. SPELL. And when you say spell, spelling. Spelling. Listen to the words. Spelling. They're spelling you every day. Look at the transformation of our brothers and sisters. Look at the spells that has been created to make them look like fools, look like clowns, look like idiots. Look at the fools they made you. Look at what they created with you. And you say you proud to be black. Who told them we wanted to be called black? Who told them that we wanted to be called African American? Who told them we wanted to be called that? Who gave them permission to name us what they wanted to name us? The contract. The contract that you sign on the dotted line. Okay? So don't be mad at the game that you signed up to play. That goes for me, you, the athletes, the entertainers, everybody. Okay? You can't be mad about that. Okay? Because the owners of companies or sporting events or record people, artists, rap artists, R&B artists, rock and roll artists, whatever you want to name it. Okay? So the owner will entertain. And to entertain is to provide someone with amusement or enjoyment of entertainment. Okay? Now, entertainment is the action of providing or being provided with amusement or enjoyment. You are paid to entertain. You are paid to work. Nobody is free. I don't care who it is. We are all slaves to the system. Every race, every color, every nationality. We are slaves to the system. And until everybody realizes that, it's never going to change. It's going to be white people pinned against white people, black people pinned against black people, Asian people pinned against Asian people. And they don't, and I mean, and also Hispanics versus Hispanic people too. You know, and those things are still going on to this day. It's just that our race, our flamboyant race, is put out more in a negative light than any other race, because whether we like it or not, we are the entertainment. We are the show. We are the ones that's put on display. With the weaves and the eyelashes and the big nails and the loud talking and the slick talking and the gold in the jewelry and the pants sagging and the tight pants and the kill, murder mentality. To be a gangster, to be a killer. We are the entertainment. Basketball, we are the entertainment. Football, we are the entertainment. Baseball, we are the entertainment. we are the entertainers. You get out there and you go to a job. Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to DD's. Hi, my name is so and so. Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order? We have to put on that show. We have to put on that persona every single day to entertain. Entertain for the owner. Entertain for the boss. And if you don't come through, and if you don't provide the entertainment as an entertainer, you will be replaced. Most definitely replaced. So there will be a new Kanye West. There will be a new Kyrie Irving. There will be a new me. There will be a new you. There will be a new any other entertainer in the entertainment business. They will always find a way to control you. They will always find a way to control you. Let me say that one more time so you will understand. They will always find a way to control you. This is your host with the most, Bane Allen, and I'm out of here. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.